trillion 172 billion. That was the highest in the history of the command so far. And these people we are honoring today were part of the team. They were either terminal heads or sectional heads. We both met daily, initially 3 times a week, later and 2 times a week, to strategize on how to achieve the revenue, on how to improve the revenue of the command. And to the glory of God, we got what we got. People deserve this honor. Whatever we achieved last year, we achieved as a team.
He uses the medium to hand over tramadol tablets seized by the Apapa Command to official of the National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA.
The value is about 21.6 billion naira. It's not that tramadol is banned, but the milligram we have here is 225 milligram, and that is not allowed into this country. It was brought in by some unscrupulous importers who are how to make money at the expense of the lives of our youth. And we say no to that. We will not tolerate that.
And now, the response.
I want to thank the Customs Command of Apapa 2, especially the controller here, for a wonderful demonstration of synergy. Synergy means working together. It means we're interdependent. We cannot do it without one another. We need to work together. And this intelligence product is a result of working together. We are here with the support of Nigerian Customs Service to cripple the activities of drug trafficking.
Meanwhile, the Apapa Command has carried out a capacity-building training on customs procedure in imports, exports, and extermination, among others, for newly promoted assistant controllers and deputy controllers in the command.
I want to charge us to go back to our duty post with this knowledge acquired and translate into achievement of our revenue target.
This is commitment of this command and the Nigerian Customs Service to interagency collaboration with the view to freeing the country from negative effects of activities of unpatriotic elements, as well as boosting exports and revenue generation from imports.
This is a segment that summarizes some of the activities of the Nigeria Customs Service regarding weekly revenue generation and other related matters. We take a look at the total number of pre-arrival assessment reports issued and revenue collected from Friday 12th of January 2024 to Thursday 18th of January 2024. The total amount of pre-arrival assessment report, also known as PAR, issued for the week amounts to 4,947. The Nigeria Customs Service also generated 114,586,670,583 naira 99 kobo in revenue for the week. In another development, the Nigeria Customs Service also 85,940 naira 99 kobo from excise duty. That is all for this segment of Customs Hub.
And that's all we have for you in this week's episode of Customs Duty. Remember, you can always follow us on our social media handles now being displayed on your screen. You could also visit our website at www.customs.gov.ng for more information about the service. Until I come your way again, I am Vivian Daniel. Bye-bye for now.
AFCON great, they say? You do. It's not AFCON without color, without the pride, hopes, and dreams of Africa. It's not AFCON without him, them, and the moments like this that we live for. Africa is what makes AFCON great, and that's why AFCON isn't AFCON without you. Experience all 52 games of the Africa Cup of Nations on GoTV or stream it on the go with the GoTV app. GoTV. Love it.
From dusk to dawn, 24 hours a day, NTA International is with you in your living room, office, everywhere and anywhere. We provide the company you desire in terms of balanced and up-to-date news, programs and the best of entertainment. Tune in to DSTV channel 251, GoTV channel, Preview UK channel 264, or you can download www.visiontv.co.uk, app for iOS or Android. YouTube for quality content on the go. NTA International, Africa's window to the world.
President Tinubu receives leadership of Christian Association of Nigeria, promises to tackle security challenges and corruption. Nigeria beats Guinea-Bissau to qualify for next round nations.
This act is going to enable us to intervene and support families, particularly those at the needy end.
Students' loan scheme, federal government set to launch Nigerian Education Loan Fund.
Other states.
FCT minister rallies support of neighboring states as defense headquarters deploys non-kinetic approach to ending internal security threats. Hello, it's always a pleasure to have you join us on the Network News on NTA. I'm Naja'atu Tijani. Michael Olale will join us from Lagos. NTA Network News is always live on our website, nta.ng/live. Follow us across all social media platforms for current news as well. President Bola Tinubu says his administration will not relent in addressing corruption and other vices, as it is a sacred duty to ensure that the country is set right for the prosperity of all Nigerians. The president said this when he received the leadership of the Christian Association of Nigeria at the State House. State House correspondent Musbau Langwahab has details. That report will come in our subsequent loan fund to make the Students' Loan Scheme functional. The Executive Secretary of the Student Loan Board, Akintunde Sawyer, stated this while briefing State House correspondents after meeting with President Bola Tinubu. The legislation provides for establishment of the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, which will have the power to administer, supervise, coordinate and monitor management of student loans in Nigeria. The loan is expected to be sourced from the education tax.
Great opportunity for that applicant, and they are the ones at the center of all of this. This act, effectively, the intention behind it is to ensure that the reason for not being able to go on and further your education at the tertiary level is not for the lack of finance. This act, this law seeks to bridge the gap between desire to study and capacity to go further. It seeks to bridge that gap if the gap is one that is created by lack of finance, lack of funding. This intervention will affect the lives of many Nigerian youth, because that's usually the bracket that want to further their education. It will impact the lives of many Nigerian families, because the onus to pay for education tends to fall on parents or on families. Well, this act is going to enable us to intervene and support families, particularly those at the needy end.
Is a way of being accountable to the taxpayer, because the essence of education tax is to consolidate and restore education integrity and quality in Nigeria. And in fulfilling that part of the heart, so that is why Education Tax Fund is one of the sources of funding, by God's grace, that we use actually to prepare and execute this laudable program.
Is required to make an impact on Nigerians who are willing to study but cannot afford it, based on provisions of the legislation. The fund is also expected to receive and screen applications for student loans. Meanwhile, interested students willing to study abroad now have the option to do that in the United Vision Week in Abuja presents the requisite criteria for the opportunity.
Are you a parent that wants your children to study abroad and not too sure of what institution to choose? Then this is one opportunity to address your dilemma, offered by reputable schools in the UK, championed by Mark Brooks Education. With 16 years of experience, the body enters into partnership with schools and interfaces with parents and provide necessary information to enable them make the right choice.
There are many fantastic schools in Nigeria, but quite often they don't offer sixth form places or places to do the foundation as a preparation for university. So what UK boarding schools offer is an all-round education, opportunities to thrive in sports, co-curricular activities, get training for medical school, for STEM and science and accounts and business-based subjects, so they can get the best possible place in university. We're not here to say we're better than Nigeria's schools, but we're an alternative if people are looking at alternatives, especially for schools that don't offer sixth form places.
The information I've gathered here today will help me to plan for my kids, for them to get the best of their education in the UK.
There is so much that's on offer and it's incredibly overwhelming, but we need to look at the futures and the careers that don't exist yet, that these students need to prepare themselves for.
What this exhibition is all about is to give you the correct pathways, the opportunities.
Mark Brooks Education has so far admitted over 1,000 Nigerians since inception who are based in the UK. Abdullahi Musa Suleja, NTA News.
Still on education, a 4-day digital and technological training program for secondary school students tagged Buildathon 2024 has commenced in Owerri, with participants advised 500 students from 50 public secondary schools in the state are participating in the exercise.
Buildathon is an event organized by the Federal Ministry of Communications innovation and digital economy in partnership with Raspberry Pi and supported by the Nigerian Communications Commission. It is aimed at harnessing the transformative power of digital technology and innovation to deepen Nigeria's economy, as well as nurturing a new generation of digitally literate and innovative young minds. Speaking at the event, Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, represented, says the training program will inculcate into the participants the creative minds they need to excel in life.
And we're trying from this young age to groom these students to be able to think digitally, to be able to solve different problems, and to be able to be the next technologists and technocrats of Nigeria and the world.
Some of Imo State stakeholders enjoined the participants to make good use of the rare opportunity provided by the federal government.
This is a policy direction that government has taken that will impact not just now, but impact the future of our children.
What they're here to do is to find ways of converting every adversity into an opportunity.
They will become children who are equipped to be on the same pace with their counterparts, globally.
It's not a situation now where you say, child, do one thing, you say, I cannot connect you. They can just stay in their house and
achieve my dreams and my goals.
This program will help me as someone who is passionate about tech.
The 4-day event, which is simultaneously taking place across 3 cities in the country, namely Owerri, Maiduguri, and Abuja, is training 1,500 senior secondary school students with 500 students in Owerri. Kingsley Onaniwu, NTA News.
And now to relocation of agencies. The Northern Senators Forum is to engage the executive arm of government, leadership of the Senate and other relevant stakeholders in relation to concerns raised in some quarters over alleged relocation of some federal agencies to Lagos. Spokesman of the forum, Senator Kawu Sumaila, states members are also committed to addressing concerns of constituents regarding perceived uneven allocation of resources in the 2024 budget. Senator Sumaila in the statement adds that as a bridge between the people and government, the forum is seeking amicable resolution within the confines of the Constitution and existing laws. Meanwhile, the Rural Electrification Agency has been requested to supply the House of Representatives Committee on Public Accounts with more documents detailing the utilization of an alleged 12.4 billion naira COVID-19 intervention fund. This is when the agency reappeared before the House Committee on Public Accounts investigating the utilization of the said COVID-19 funds. National Assembly correspondent Joshua Ugunjide reports.
Appearing before the committee for the second time, the managing director of the Rural Electrification Agency said when the aforementioned allocation was made to the agency as a single line item, it works closely with the Federal Ministry of Budget and National Planning to see how the money would be judiciously healthcare centers, consequent upon which they requested for the list of the healthcare centers for the intervention.
Eventually, we came up with a plan to do at least 200 5 to 10 kilowatt systems for primary healthcare centers nationwide.
Extreme document presented by REA, the committee pointed out that there were still gaps that needed to be filled.
Where the list of the contractors that have the outstanding balance of 612.7 million, and we want to know what has happened to this money.
The committee resolved to visit the project site while requesting for approvals of the Bureau of Public Procurement on all the projects, as well as provide answers to all other matters raised. From the National Assembly, Joshua Okuchidi, NTA News.
Now let's go back to our story on President Bola Tinubu receiving the leadership of the Christian Association of Nigeria. State House correspondent has the details.
2023 pre-election campaigns recorded yet another dimension in divisive methods. The Muslim ticket of the All Progressives Congress (APC) generated hues and cries, and so capitalized on by politicians for political gains. The outcome left a thick line between the two major religions.
The general elections of 2023 have come and gone, and by the grace of God, we have a sitting president in the person of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to pay a courtesy visit, to congratulate him on his election, and to pledge our support for his administration.
Now President of all Nigerians, President Bola Tinubu received the leadership of the Christian Association of Nigeria and the President Tinubu called on Christian leaders to support the administration's ongoing fight against corruption by encouraging Nigerians to have a change of mindset on money-related matters. Acknowledging the role of religious leaders, the President implored them to continue to preach tolerance, perseverance and hope for Nigerians. He called for dialogue as he said public condemnation of a nation is not what makes any citizen a good one. The association commended the social and economic decisions taken so far by the President toward repositioning the country on the path of better prosperity.
Oh no, sincerely, what we found out is that the President is actually sensitive to all these challenges that we have. You know, he is aware, and we see him making very positive steps even from the beginning of his administration by the way he has made the appointments so far. He has come with a great sense of inclusiveness, and Nigerians are having a sense of belonging.
They want Nigerians to be patient with the government of the day.
Have a listening.
Wow! And it's an own goal! Smash!
Now Nigeria will face the runners-up of Group C in the round of 6 to Equatorial Guinea. Abdullah Ajaya monitored the match here in Abuja and now reports.
It's been another evening of African football in the Africa Cup of Nations. Nigeria's Super Eagles in the last group match engaged Guinea-Bissau. Well, football fans driven by love of country and support for the round-later game came out to give their support. And at this viewing center, football fans could not hide their joy and excitement, in addition the anxiety of watching the Super Eagles.
The boys, they performed below par. They performed below what was expected. In fact, it was very, very below par.
Despite the fact you scored one and you got 3 points.
Well, the goal was as a result of the weakness of the Guinea-Bissau team. So there's nothing to write home about. If they play people who are more technically in-depth, they wouldn't perform so well.
The game of football is about goals. It means that we have won the match. And a way forward for us is to progress to the next level. We have done well. It's a step to step. Definitely we are going to bring this cup to Nigerians. I'm very certain the boys are just trying to put themselves together to understand the level of the tournament. And I'm very, very confident that they will do better. It's a game of goals. The pressure led to the goal. If they were not playing well, the goal couldn't have been possible. And certainly because of the pressure, the goal came.
Elsewhere, Emilion Swe continued his goal-scoring form as he netted a brace for netted the first hat-trick at AFCON since 2008 against Guinea-Bissau on March Day 2 in Group A, registered his 4th and 5th strikes of the tournament to secure top spot against all odds for his country. Now let's take a look at Group A final standings as Dark Horses, the National Thunder of Equatorial Guinea, have 7 points, courtesy of that top drawer performance against host country. Also, the Super Eagles of Nigeria on 7 points, but with lesser goal difference, are second ahead of host Cote d'Ivoire on 3 points, while Guinea-Bissau becomes the first country to officially exit the championship after they lost all 3 matches in Group A. Let's now turn our attention to Tuesday's matches at the tournament where defending champions, the Teranga Lions of Senegal on 6 points, need to avoid defeat to finish as Group C leaders when they take on Guinea, who are currently second with 4 points in 2 matches. 2017 champions Indomitable Lions of Cameroon on 1 point will go all out against a winless Gambia national team in the championship and hope for a favorable result to have a realistic chance of progressing beyond the group stage. In Group D, Asted Bouake, just as top of the table clash is between Panancras Legras of Angola and the Stallions of Burkina Faso, with both teams on 4 points each. And of course, let's let you know that the Group C encounter between Ghana and Mozambique is live on NTA network, and Ghana just got a goal via a Jordan Ayew penalty. That's AFCON update for now. We'll now take a commercial break.
Time for First Bank's Win Big promo. 170 million naira up for grabs. Open or reactivate your First Bank account. Deposit and maintain a minimum of 5,000 naira for just 30 days, and the soft life begins. Transact up to 5 times on our digital channels, and guess what? You could be a lucky 100,000 naira winner each month. But wait, there's more. Deposit and maintain 50,000 naira each month for 4 months, or deposit 200,000 naira for 4 months, and you could stand a chance to win a whooping 1 million naira in the grand finale.
Don't miss your chance to win big with First Bank. This promo runs till February 23rd, 2024 and is open to new and existing account holders. Terms and conditions apply. Keep transacting. Keep winning. You first. First Bank.
The Nigerian Army invites applications from eligible Nigerians for commission into the Nigerian Army as Direct Short Service Commission officers. Applicants must be Nigerian, male or female, and must be between ages 20 and 30 by April 2024. Only medical consultants can be up to 40 years of age. Applicants must be physically, mentally, and medically fit according to the Nigerian Army standards. For free application and more information, visit Nigerian Army Recruitment Portal, recruitment@army.mil.ng. Upload passport photograph, educational certificates, birth certificate or declaration of age, and certificate of state of origin, among others. Follow the prompts and complete the free online application. Then print out an online generated photo slip or card. All applications must be completed and submitted online not later than 23rd February 2024. Military Secretary, Army Announcer.
Good morning.
Good morning. Why is your sun shining like this?
Can't you see that Harmattan season is here? We need to protect our children from this dry weather.
What about the invisible germs?
Invisible germs?
During Harmattan, it's not enough to only protect your skin. You also need protection from these invisible germs. To protect our families, we use Dettol.
Harmattan season brings a lot of germs, but Dettol with Germ Defense gives protection from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol sure.
Number 1001 reason to love Golden Penny pasta. It is rich in protein. And number 1002, it contains fiber. Number 1003, it tastes great.
Mommy, doesn't it end?
No, my darling, it doesn't.
Golden Penny pasta is a great meal for you and your family, giving you a delicious taste with great nutrients.
Reason 1004, it's loves.
Golden Penny pasta, great taste, good nutrition.
Big day ahead.
Yummy, yummy, full of nourishment and vitality. Learning and blood time. Oh yeah, Ovaltine chocolates. Ovaltine, my correct child. Delicious Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
Hi.
You don't know when you have bacteria breath, and bacteria may be the cause of it. Don't let bacteria breath get all the attention. Use Close-Up with antibacterial zinc. Close-Up helps get rid of bacteria breath.
Unwrap joy, unleash taste.
Thanks for staying tuned. We're talking defense now. The defense headquarters is emphasizing application of soft power in ongoing internal security operations across the country. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, made this known at a course on psychological operation in Abuja, organized by the Defense Intelligence Agency. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports.
Kidnapping, terrorism and secessionist agitation are security threats with adverse impact on Nigeria's socio-economic environment. Apart from their further gain communities' trust and enhance intelligence reports for proactive operations. This national security course on psychological operations and strategic communication is focusing on winning the hearts and minds of the citizens for national security.
Globalization, technological developments, and the information revolution have imposed on the world an order of change. This order has influenced almost everything in global conceptual and empirical lives, including the concept of war.
The intensification of non-kinetic operations in the Northeast led to the surrender of more than 6,500 terrorists with their families in 14 years.
The intent of this program, which cuts across all ministries, departments, agencies, at stay connect with our communities and enlighten them on the importance of lawful conduct as against the criminalities, the insurgencies and tendencies against societal norms.
The Defense Intelligence Agency is emphasizing holistic approach to address insecurity in the country. Experts at the ongoing course stress the need to upscale psychological warfare, a critical component of internal security operation, as it enhances success with lesser collateral damage. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, says relevant security agencies have been mobilized to tackle incidents of insecurity in the FCT. The minister, who made the comments during a media engagement in his office, said efforts were on to collaborate with states bordering the Federal Capital Territory to completely obliterate bandit hideouts in forests and areas which aid movement of outlaws, such as city outskirts.
We have boundaries with 4 states. Kaduna State. If you follow, these 4 states are the states where issue of insecurity, terms of banditry, have taken place. You know what has happened in Kaduna, what has always happened in Niger, what has happened in Nasarawa, and what has happened in Kogi State. Now, both of these things that take place in FCT are within the boundaries between FCT and these other states. Since that incident happened in Buhari, and we had our first Security Council meeting for this year, and then the president had to summon service chiefs, the Minister of Defense, and my humble self. That I'm not going into details. Of course, It didn't take how many days. Look at the achievements they have achieved. Nobody's talking about that.
Similarly, the Inspector General of Police Special Intervention Squad has vowed to sustain the heat on every bandit and kidnapper in Barons. Onotu Yakubu, who has been following the operation, has an update.
From the force headquarters, the squad marked its presence in Kurudu, where 2 persons were recently kidnapped at the Army Post Service Housing Estate. Afterwards, the patrol maneuvered through Orozo axis and as well traveled tens of kilometers in narrowing of the squad's patrol through the routes.
We took all the routes to make sure that nothing happens, and they didn't.
Your flight will be ready shortly, ma'am. Thank you.
Breakfast in Paris. Lunch in London. This could be you. And there's more. Hey, Mai, tell them more.
Of course. Now this is what I call a win. And this could be you too in the Globe Festival of Joy promo.
By recharging 50,000 Naira or more within a month, if you recharge 100,000 Naira or more in a month, you could be one of the many winners of a premium bungalow in Nigeria. The more you recharge, the more your chances to win.
How was your flight?
Delicious.
Glow Unlimited. Each moment is a gift. So, I choose the best in every aspect of my life. Life is your dream furniture, all in LifeMate. LifeMate, your life mate forever.
The Harmattan season is here. We need to protect our children.
You also need protection from these invisible germs. To protect our families, we use Dettol.
Harmattan season brings a lot of germs, but Dettol with germ defense gives protection from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol sure.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. No cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like
hope, happiness, and love. Golden Terra Oil, or pure love.
Hi.
You don't know when you have bacteria breath. Antibacterial zinc.
All issues, full blast on Tuesday, the 23rd of January at 10:30 p.m. NTA Tuesday Live, incisive and educating. Join us.
This is the network news on NTA. Gombe State Government says it will continue to partner donors in the health sector to attain the required standard of universal health coverage in the state. This is as it inaugurates Go Health Duty Call and Contact Centers across the 11 local government areas of the state. Joseph Zanagambo reports.
It is 2 years down the line since the establishment of the Gombe State Contributory Health Management Scheme, Go Health, in the state, and more than 140,000 persons have access to its services at enrollment centers for formal and non-formal sector to receive complaints and as well ensure monitoring and supervision.
The already existing Go Health that was established in 2021, and we are strengthening it by the commissioning of a call and contact center.
79% of those people interviewed of the beneficiaries indeed.
To the beneficiary communities, The initiative is commendable.
We don't have to travel long distance to be enrolled or have access to the scheme.
The scheme will reduce mortality rate of women and children.
For sustainability of the program, it is a great achievement for the state government to take the scheme closer to the grassroots population. In Gombe, Joseph Zanagambo, NTA News.
There was 22% reduction in road traffic crashes nationwide, as well as 21% deaths in 2023. Activities of the Corps in 2023, especially Operation Zero Auto Crash between 15th December 2023 and January 15, 2024. Oyeyemi Ajayi reports.
Material resources to achieve maximum 10,617 road traffic crashes were recorded nationwide. This figure indicates reduction compared to 13,656 recorded in 2022. 5,081 people died, reflecting 21% reduction of...
Compulsory installation. It should not be a matter of policy that speed limiting devices must be installed in all vehicles that need to have speed limited. Vehicles being imported must also be fitted with those speed limiting devices.
For 2024, further reduction of crashes is the main target of the Corps, with enhancement of performance of already established task force on overloading of heavy-duty vehicles to curtail fatalities that come with their recklessness. The Corps Marshal is also unequivocal about assault and knockdowns of officers on duty. There was equally the reduction of fatalities recorded from December 15, 2023 to the 15th of January 2024 when compared to the previous one. Oyeyemi Ajayi, NTA News.
And now to business, the Small and Medium Enterprise Census to create credible and comprehensive database of SMEs in the country. The Director General of the agency, Charles Odi, at a Business Skills Development Initiative said 55 beneficiaries each from 13 states of the Federation will be among the first set. Muplang Dakok.
And that the training will improve her business.
It's going to go a very long way because it will enable us to go wider in our businesses and also be able to employ people.
Well, I was very happy. In fact, right from the day one that the DG break the news for us, I have been, happy since from that moment up to now.
The program is expected to empower and train nano and micro businesses on entrepreneurship education and vocational skills.
Training is to ensure that we get to these people that needs this equipment, especially the startup kits. A lot of people are there that have learned one skill or the other, but they find it difficult to get it.
The Director General of SMEDAN says the agency is working to enhance the quality of its interventions nationwide.
Our message is simple. When the Nigerian business person prospers, Nigeria prospers. We're looking forward to the journey ahead, knowing that hard things are worth doing.
The one-week program is running concurrently in 13 states, which include...
And for more business news, let's join Musa Abubakar. Musa?
Thank you, Bella. Let's begin with energy. Oil prices rose Monday after Ukraine reportedly had a major rush in the terminal, related to new concerns about supply disruptions. CNBC reports that $3 in cents a barrel. The Brent contract for March was last up 1.88% to trade at $80.04 a barrel. Now the bullish trend in the equities market shows no sign of...
No, it seems we have a bit of a problem there. We might rejoin Musa Abubakar. We do apologize for that mix-up. Now let's take this report. The Federal High Court has restrained Governor Siminalayi Fubara from interfering with operations of the Rivers State House of Assembly and its finances. Justice James Omotosho gave the verdict in a suit filed by erstwhile Speaker of the State.
Hi. You don't know when you have bacteria breath.
and bacteria may be the cause of it. Don't let bacteria breath get all the attention. Use Close-Up with...
Good morning.
Good morning. Why is your sun shining like this?
Can't you see that Harmattan season is here? We need to protect our children from this dry weather.
What about the invisible germs?
Invisible germs?
During Harmattan, it's not enough to only protect your skin. You also need protection.
But Dettol with Germ Defense gives protection from up to 100 illness-causing germs. Be Dettol Sure.
What makes AFCON great, they say? You do. It's not AFCON without color, without the pride, hopes, and dreams of Africa. It's not AFCON without him, them, and the moments like this that we live for. Africa is what makes AFCON great, and that's why 52 games of the Africa Cup of Nations on GoTV, or stream it on the go with the GoTV app. GoTV, love it.
This world is not my home, I'm just...
With gratitude to God for a life well lived, the Nkwocha family of Umunakara, Imerienwe in Ngopala local government area of Imo State announces the passing on to glory of their dearly beloved mother, sister, auntie, grandmother and mother-in-law, late Mrs. Helen Nkwocha Ndahelen, who passed away on Tuesday, November 28th, 2023 in Jos, the Plateau State capital, after a protracted illness. She was aged 69. Tuesday, 23rd January 2027 a.m. Wednesday, 24th January 2024. Visit to orphanages and destitute homes in Abuja, Jos and Owerri in honor of her passion for giving. Thursday, 25th January 2024. All-night wake at the family compound at Umunakara, Imerienwe in Ngokpala local government area of Imo State. Friday, 20th Holy Family Catholic Church, Umunakara, Imerienwe, Ngokpala local government area, Imo State by 11 a.m. Saturday, 27th January 2024. Novelty football match in honor of her pet project, the Helen Nkwocha Foundation by 2 p.m. Sunday, 28th January 2024. Thanksgiving service at Holy Family Catholic Church, Umunakara by 6:30 a.m. May her soul rest in peace. Signed, Stanley Nkwocha, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communications, Office of the Vice President.
Matches live on Star Times.
Thanks for staying tuned. Before we bring you the Rivers Report, the federal government will strictly regulate the tobacco industry in compliance with laid down regulations. The move has become necessary to check the increasing involvement of youths in smoking. The Minister of Health, Mohammed Ali Pati, disclosed this during a tobacco control advocacy program held in Lagos. Bolaji Akim was there for NTA News.
According to World Health Organization, tobacco users, while 3 million majorly youths are current smokers. More than 28,000 deaths recorded annually are traceable to tobacco-related diseases. Worried by this alarming figure, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, organized tobacco control advocacy campaign tagged "Tobacco Makes Their Dream of Exposing Children to Any Act of Smoking." Minister of Health, who was represented, gave a warning signal on youth consumption pattern, which he said is alarming.
This campaign, alongside other several activities being rolled out by the Federal Minister of Health, will increase national awareness on the dangers associated with tobacco use and exposure to second-hand tobacco smoke.
Dr. Abdullah explained that the Commission is determined more than ever to save the life of Nigerian youths from being destroyed by smoking habits.
without robust policies to deter youth initiation and encourage current users to quit stability in Nigeria.
The advocacy campaign also featured the unveiling of key visuals and campaign assets. In Lagos, Bolaji Akim, NTA News.
Thank you, Bolaji. Now let's continue where we left off on business news with Musa.
Thank you, Naja. Oil prices rose Monday after Ukraine reportedly attacked a major Russia fuel terminal over the weekend, raising renewed concerns about supply disruptions. CNBC reports that the West Texas Intermediate crude futures contract for February again was last up 1.88% to trade at $80.04 a barrel. Now, the bullish trend in the equities market shows no sign of slowing down as investors' confidence continue to drive positive momentum. This is the renewed direction Chartered Institute of Brokers say is needed to drive the needed investment for economics.
It's been extraordinary, something that has come up on account of positive developments in the country. One, the smooth transition of power from one civilian administration to the other. Secondly, the initiation of policies by the federal government that are market friendly. The current administration has positioned itself as a market friendly administration with the kind of produce into the country.
The market on Monday hits another milestone, recording an all-share index of 95. Stock exchange, a total of 721 million shares in 15,757 deals, corresponding to a market value of 14.4 billion naira, were traded. The current market capitalization of the Nigerian Stock Exchange is 52.4 trillion naira. The financial services industry dominated at the end of the session. But that's it. Najatu has more stories.
Thank you, Musa. And it's back to the Rivers State story, where the Federal High Court has restrained Governor Siminalayi Fubara from interfering with operations of the Rivers State House of Assembly and its finances. Justice James Omtin Amawuli Olabode Arewa of our Judiciary Desk reports.
Political instability had engulfed Rivers State in the last quarter of last year, culminating in the emergence of two factional speakers in the Rivers State House of Assembly and an alleged arson attack on a section of the state legislative building. The erstwhile Speaker of the House, Martin Amewule, in protection of his fundamental human rights and the preservation of the independence of the State Assembly as a separate arm of government, approached the court for the interpretation of certain provisions of the state law and the Constitution. In a landmark judgment, the Federal Court held that some provisions of the Rivers State House of Assembly Establishment Commission Act forbids the state governor or his agents from interfering with the state legislature's operations, its finances, recruitments or employments, as supported also by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. Justice Omotosho also restrained the National Assembly from taking over the functions of the Rivers State Assembly, in line with the principle for the National Assembly to take over a state legislature, were not present in this case. The court observed that after parties had joined issues in the case, Governor Fubara withdrew his pleadings, therefore he cannot enjoy any rights in the matter.
The court has restated the law.
During the period of the crisis in Rivers State, the Martin Amewule faction defected to the APC, prompting a faction led by Edison Heye to take over the activities of the assembly. In a consequential verdict, the court set aside the 2024 appropriation bill purportedly passed by a faction and Olabode Arewa. NTA News.
The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, has expressed shock over the demise of the traditional ruler of Sankera in Benue State, Abu King Shulua, aged 79. Akume describes the late traditional ruler as a lover of peace and unity, whose leadership style facilitated harmonious coexistence among the people of Sankera Kingdom, comprising Katsina-Ala, Logo and Ukum local government areas. King Shulua, until his death, was the Tor Sankera and chairman, Sankera Intermediate Area Traditional Council, member of the Tiv Area Traditional Council and Benue State Council of Traditional Rulers, the SGF commissioners, and King Shulua's immediate family, praying God to grant him eternal rest. And now for the weather prospects for Tuesday.
Have you joined us?
Slide NTA, thanks for staying with us. I'm Naja Atutajani.
From the boardroom at the Broad Street in Lagos to the main street of Kano and Nembe Creeks in Bayelsa, I hear the groans of Nigerians who work hard every day to provide for themselves and their families. I'm not oblivious of the expressed and sometimes unexpressed frustrations of my fellow citizens. I know for a fact that some of our compatriots are even asking if this is how our administration wants to renew their hope. Their compatriots, take this from me. The time may be
to the jubilant streets. Enjoy all the equal fate. Passing, dazzling dribbles, and unstoppable shots. Feel the energy. The football frenzy that unites nations. It's your front row seat as we break down the pivotal. It's your front row seat as we break down the pivotal moments, tactical insights, and in-depth analysis of pride. Aquaba Africa. For the thrill of victory, the agony of defeat, and the spirit of Africa comes together. Don't miss a moment. Catch us on AfroSport TV, 10 a.m. every day, all through Africa's greatest football show, Aquaba Africa. Football is finally home.
The counsel of our fathers.
I will urge and advise our younger generation to use talent and
What makes AFCON great, they say? You do. It's not AFCON without color, without the pride, hopes, and dreams of Africa. It's not AFCON without him, them, and the moments like this that we live for. Africa is what makes AFCON great, and that's why AFCON isn't AFCON without you. Experience all 52 games of the Africa Cup of Nations on GoTV or stream it on the go with the GoTV app. GoTV, love it.